Greetings and welcome back to another presentation of Media Entertainment Wishlist. If you're new to this channel, let me introduce myself. I'm your host, the Gen Z Giver. I'm super excited to share this video with all you who are currently watching this. But before we get into this video, please take the time to view our last upload regarding the year 2022. The reason I mentioned our last video is because the topic of this video is to recap the month of January and what has happened so far. Right now, I can tell you that this year has already started off with insane news that some of us could have never predicted. The first month of the year 2022, we have had major news in the gaming industry, sports, cinema, and overall media. Therefore, like I said previous times before, it is my job to make sure you are caught up with the latest news. In this video, I will be going over all the major announcements that we know so far. So please, like Fat Joe and Terror Squad would say, lean back and enjoy the video. To start things off, I thought it was only right to begin with the most jaw-dropping news of the year so far, which is Microsoft acquiring Activision Blizzard for $68.7 billion. This news shocked the entire gaming industry with many reactions all over social media platforms. The first question that came to everyone's mind was if titles like Call of Duty, Overwatch, and World of Warcraft will now be Xbox exclusives. The only confirmed statement that was made regarding these questions as of now was that Xbox plans on continuing the contract with Sony and Call of Duty to remain a multi-platform game that can be available for both Xbox and PlayStation platforms. For the rest of the games, like Overwatch and other titles, as of now, Microsoft has not issued a statement whether they will end up as exclusives. What we do know is that some of these titles, if not all, will be available on the Xbox Game Pass. But wait, come on. Seriously, did you not expect Sony to make some sort of move after Microsoft blew the bank with buying Activision? Yeah, I think not. Sony recently just announced they acquired the gaming company known as Bungie for $3.6 billion. For the people who are not familiar with Bungie, Bungie is the gaming company who has developed all the Destiny games and some of the previous Halo games. This deal might not be a bigger W as Microsoft acquiring Activision, but what it certainly means is that Sony is willing to expand their gaming catalog and to do their best to compete with anything that Microsoft decides to do that can win more consumers. To be quite honest, this is good for both the companies and the people who plan on buying their products, because both companies understand that now they must expand and grow even more, especially with how some indie games and small studios are slowly creeping up the ladder. So, for the gamers who have been bored with the past games recently, this news is a sign that game in the upcoming years are hopefully heading to the right direction. To recap the sports section of the month of January, what I can simply say is that this month was filled with excitement and drama from both the NBA and the NFL. The NFL this month had arguably one of the greatest divisional rounds American football fans had seen in a while. Many of the games were intense and nail-biting close, with some of the games ending in field goal victories and heartbreaking losses. To put into a better perspective on how crazy things ended up, both Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers, who are both nearing the end of their careers, ended up losing this round. Aaron Rodgers has been all over the media more than he is usually accustomed to because of rumors regarding his retirement or him wanting to start a new path on a different team. NFL fans all over the world have many speculations that this was Rodgers' last game as a Green Bay Packer. When it comes to Brady, just like LeBron, many speculate that his time winning championships is now over, and that the new generation of players like Patrick Mahomes and many others are slowly taking over as the new faces of the NFL. But these are just speculations, but what we do know is that this NFL playoffs are becoming one for the ages. Whoa, scratch that. Scratch everything I have said about Brady. At first, we had news from major sports outlets and journalists who are very reliable and respected in the sports industry announce his retirement. At first, none of us knew what to think because Brady himself hadn't announced to the public his official retirement. But now that he has, we all can confirm that the 7-time Super Bowl winner has officially retired from the NFL. All we can simply say to Brady as fans is thank you for the moments he gave us out there in the football field.
Their team as an NFL dynasty. Going back again to Moss. Touchdown! He's intercepted at the goal line. They have completed the greatest comeback in Super Bowl history.
This is your 6th championship in the last 18 years.
And this team is world champions forever. You can't take it away from us. So my parents back home in San Mateo, my sisters, my wife, my kids, I love you guys.
The NFL is not the only sports league that is filled with excitement and narratives filled with drama lately. Like every season of the NBA, this NBA season has been tremendous and unpredictable, with players hitting insane game winners and breaking records, which seems like it is every other night. LeBron being the GOAT he is, this season he has been consistent as always by averaging almost 30 points per game this season. But like every year or team that LeBron has been on, there's always a narrative or something that somehow catches everyone's attention. Like the Lakers underperforming as much as they are. At the same time, no one really expected them to be a 1 seed, but no one also expected them to be under 500. We're not even sure if they will make it into the play-in tournament. Regardless of the Lakers' record, what we all can agree on is that LeBron in the year 19 is still one of the best players in the league, and that's something we all should be grateful for. I mean, the man not only made the All-Star game, but he was selected to be an All-Star captain above Stephen Curry, who some people believe he has dethroned LeBron as the new face of the NBA. By the results of the All-Star voting, I think LeBron still remains sitting on the throne. I mean, he is King James after all. Major announcement that had been rumored since the 2021 Met Gala was the Grammy-winning artist and founder of Fenty Beauty, known as Rihanna, had been pregnant from her partner A$AP Rocky, who is also an artist and a fashion icon in the fashion industry. These news have been speculated for quite some time now. Fans all over social media had hinted that the Met Gala, the reason Rihanna was wearing oversized clothing was because they had a feeling that she was pregnant. Fast forward now, and their speculations ended up being true. This announcement had Twitter on a chokehold, with fans making memes about Drake and other hilarious comments regarding Rihanna's pregnancy. But all jokes aside, congrats to Rihanna and A$AP Rocky on their upcoming baby. Well, most importantly, congrats to that kid, because we all know that kid's gonna end up being fly with those two parents. I wonder what name they would give the kid. I don't know how you feel about this year so far, but one thing that is certain is that this year already started off with both positive and negative news, depends how you take it. What I personally took from the month of January is that this year could possibly end up being a refreshing year with even more exciting news. So please, make sure you like the video and subscribe to this channel for more updates and content. Thanks again for watching Media Entertainment Wishlist. And once again, I'm your host, the Gen Z Giver. I will see you soon.